in this video we'll learn how to find the equation of a line when 2 points are given to you. So first of all, we need to write the equation of a line, which is y equals mx plus b. So this is the slope-intercept form, y equals mx plus b. Now we need to find the value of m, which is the slope, and the y-intercept, which is b. We'll still need x and y because you can you don't see any equation without x and y, linear equation without x and y. So that's why we need x and y here. Now there are a couple of ways to find the slope of the equation. You can go ahead and graph these points, and you can also find the slope. But since we have got fractions involved in a question, we can't graph these points exactly because whenever you have fractions or decimal values, you don't get the exact graph. So that's why it's easier to find the slope of a line with this formula, which is m is equal to y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. If you get the whole numbers like 5 and 3 and 2 and 4 or anything like that, whole numbers, then you can just go ahead and graph those points and find the slope. But here, since you have a fraction, it will be easier to use this formula to find the slope. So we can label these points as x1, y1, x2, and y2. Now let's plug in the values here in this formula. y2 is 3 over 4, 3/4, minus y1 is 1/2 over x2 is 1/4, and x1 is 1/2. Now I would like to put this inside the parentheses since it have a negative sign in front of it. Now here m is equal to 3/4 minus 1/2 over 1/4. When you have two negative signs next to each other, you can just change it to a positive sign. Or you can assume that this is -1, and -1 times -1/2 is going to be positive 1/2. Now we have unlike denominators, so let's multiply this fraction by 2 over 2. So I have 3/4 minus 1 times 2 is going to be 2, and 2 times 2 is going to be 4. And then here also I have the same thing. Since I have unlike denominators, let's multiply this by 2 over 2 again. And then this will be 1 over 4 plus 1 times 2 is going to be 2, and 2 times 2 will be 4. So now I have 3 minus 2 will be 1, and then I have 4 in the denominator. Here 1 plus 2 is going to be 3, and then I have 4 in the denominator. Now this looks weird, but it's easy to solve. Let's think about this way. M is equal to 1 over 4, and this is divided by 1 over 4 is divided by 3 over 4. So we can also write this as 1 over 4 divided by 3 over 4. I didn't change anything at all, but just a different way of writing this. Now here m is equal to 1 over 4 times, we'll flip this fraction because we have changed it to multiplication. So this will be 4 over 3. 4 and 4 will cancel out each other, and then I have 1 over 3. So my slope is 1 over 3. Now let's plug in this value in this equation. So y is equal to in place of x, we can write here 1 over 3 x plus b. Now we need x and y for the equation, but still we need to figure out what b is, right? Now b, sometimes when the point is like 5 or 0, then you know that y-intercept, whenever you see your y-intercept, 0 or 5, and whenever you see that the x-intercept, x-coordinate is 0, whenever you see the x-coordinate is 0, that means that's your y-intercept. But here, neither of the x-coordinates are 0. So that means that these 1/2 and then 3/4, these are not the y-intercept. But these points are on the line, so that means these points will satisfy this equation. So what we will do is we'll use one point from this. Let's pick this point because this have all the positive values. So we'll pick this point, 1 over 4, and then 3 over 4. So in place of x, I'll plug in 1 over 4, and then in place of y, I'll plug in 3/4. So y is 3/4 is equal to 1/3. What is the value of x? X is 1/4. X is 1/4 plus b. And we can go ahead and solve this. 3/4 is equal to 1 times 1 will be 1 and 4 times 3 or 3 times 4 is going to be 12 plus b. Now since we want b by itself, we can subtract 1/12. Subtracting 1/12 on both sides, these two will cancel out each other, and here I have 3/4 minus 1/12 is equal to b. Now we have unlike denominators, so let's multiply this fraction by 3/3. So 3 times 3 will be 9, 3 times 4 is going to be 12, minus 1/12 is equal to b. Now 9 minus 1 will be 8, and then I have 12 in the denominator is equal to b. I can divide this. I need to reduce this into simplest form, so let's divide it by 4. Divided by 4/4, this will be 8 divided by 4 will be 2, and this will be 3. So b is equal to 2/3. Now we have got the value of b. We have the value of m, which is here. We can just plug in these two values in this equation, and let's get the equation of the line. So y is equal to, in place of x, I'll substitute in place of m, I'll plug in 1/3, and then I have x, and then in place of b, I will plug in 2/3. So plus 2/3. So the equation of the line is y is equal to 1/3 x plus 2/3. This is my final equation of the line. So that's how you find the equation of the line when 2 points are given to you. That's all for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. I'll see you next video.